What's up? She's dirty. Dirty girl. But, so, a little bit about what happened at KD and what we found out afterwards. The nitrous stuck on with the fuel. It was spraying fuel and nitrous, and it filled everything and started blowing out the carburetor. What we found out after a lot of checking and Garrett being on the phone on his Friday night off work, walking me through everything, is that my solid state relay, which, mind you, it was not supposed to stay in the car. It was bought off of Amazon for wiring purposes, and time just got away from me and us, and money got out of hand, and it stayed in there. We started trying to drive it, test it or whatever. But anyway, that aside, I've got good ones ordered, which was supposed to already be in the car. They were $9 to $15. I can't remember what they were, off of Amazon. And like I said, just for wiring. But it latched, it stuck, it stayed latched, or however a solid state relay works. It was stuck on. It's still stuck on if I was to wire it back up. So that is what happened. Luckily, we did not blow the top of the damn engine off of it. I shut it down. I was making a test pass. I made about 300 feet and was going to click it off anyway. So I was already in motion to do that when everything went to hell. So had I not been thinking had I not been going to shut it off, it may have took a split second longer, and we could have blew the intake off of it, blew the carburetor off of it, blew the heads off of it. I mean, I don't know, broke the crank, knocked it out the bottom. But it was definitely full of nitrous. So for Magnolia, with Garrett's help, like I said, I think it was 12:30 after midnight whenever we got it figured out and he got off the phone with me. So another one for Fuel Tech coming in clutch there. We wired up a NOS solid state relay just for the time being until the other one comes in to get it working so I can make Magnolia. It is not pretty, but it is working. So that's that. First pass at Magnolia. Still unsure. I had not made it further than 300 feet. And the 300-foot pass is the one that we had the issues. So I'm donating. I went to Magnolia hoping and praying that I could make a full pass. And by the end of everything, like, you enter, if I got put out there, I could test. And that was really the big plus for me, was I was going to test. And so they draw chips, we draw chips. It's the way it was. I didn't know who I was racing until I got up there. I didn't recognize the name, and I had no expectations of beating him. However, it turned out that the car did make a full pass. It still went left.
Didn't you do something before you made that pass? Didn't you guys change something when we got to the track?
I don't think so. I don't remember. Huh? I forgot all about that. So, yeah. Here's the wife doing all the thinking. Yeah, before the pass, I was undecided. I brought the other struts with me, which are the Vikings. I had the AFCOs on it, and I noticed it was brought to my attention at War in the Woods that one was dropping out slower than the other. I had talked with Jeff about it, and he wanted me to check A-arms, see if there's anything binding up in the front. So when we got to the track, I had brought the other ones. I was undecided. I didn't know if I wanted to spend the time doing it at the track. I didn't have a chance to get to it here. So quick decision was made to do it. So we started doing, I checked everything in the front end. There was nothing binding, and we went ahead and put the AFCO, or the Vikings, on. Again, I still have no idea shock settings, so I wasn't out much. It's not like I was going from something that I knew to something I didn't. Got those on, and everything seemed to work. I mean, it just seemed smoother. I'm pretty sure everything went good. The car did still go left though. So that's three passes on 3 different surfaces, and the car was going left. We changed the struts, thought maybe that might have something to do with it, and it didn't. So after that first pass, it was ugly. It kind of come up, started the wheelie, went left. I cut gas, got back over, and then had to drive the shit out of it all the way down. So after that, we made changes to the suspension. Actually made some adjustments to the rear of the car to try to get it to go straight. The surface come around extremely well for the first at least 150, 200 feet. And I had played a little bit with the tune. Second round, we made it through first round, got to make a full pass, and made it to second round. I'm pretty sure Billy and I both missed the driver's meeting because we were back there talking about my car. And we get up there, and they had drawn for us, and they drew each other to us. So Billy and I are now racing. I got the right lane, he got the left lane. Which sucks in any event, but it wasn't, like I said, I have low expectations. I was just happy to make the full pass, and now we had made changes to start tuning now because I actually had something to tune off of. And we get up there, it's our turn to go. Start the car up, starts up fine, pull out there. Bill Hodgkinson is lining both of us up. So he's going to do me first and then Billy. I go up, do the burnout, and the engine's cold, oil's warm, everything, but the engine's cold, so I left the fan off. Well, I back up, turn the fan on, and my switch panel dims, and it's never done that, so I don't know what's going on. I shut it back off, everything brightened up, I turn it back on, it dimmed back down. Trying to make sure I get the sequence right. I'm pretty sure that I looked at my voltage meter and it said 12.1. Now I just put a 16 volt system on this, no alternator, but dual 16 volt batteries. purged the nitrous, went to turn the nitrous to excite the nitrous so that it works, and it wouldn't turn on. So I turned the fan off, turned the nitrous on. The nitrous comes on, turn the fan on, the fan won't come on. So I turned the nitrous off, tried to turn the fan on, it won't come on. At some point, all the voltage is still dropped. At some point I turned it all off and it wouldn't start back up. So now we're sitting up there, the car won't start. All it does is click. Clearly in my mind, there's a short, there's something going on. It's got dual 16-volt batteries. I've had the charger on it. To my knowledge, everything was charged. And I get out. I'm frantically grabbing stuff inside the car, trying to get something to kick, and it wouldn't. So I got out of the car, told Billy to go, told them to send him. I'm done, I'm broke. I knew the car wasn't gonna start. So we send him down and push the car back to keep the race going. On your own. But so we've got it pushed back. You got Jerry, myself, Mike, Jason. We're all trying to go over the car to figure out what the hell just happened. I'm pissed. I'm upset. I'm talking shit out of my head. I couldn't understand what happened. I don't know what's going on. We're checking every wire, checking for a loose wire, a burnt wire, a pinched wire. Can't find anything. We can't find anything wrong. So finally say heck with it. Hooked it up, drug it back to the pits. And from there, we're still checking everything, only we've got a lot more light. And I believe it was Mike. I think I went over to get a charger thinking maybe there was something wrong with the charger. And I heard him yelling or somebody sent me a message, told me to come back. They found it. So I come back over with a borrowed charger anyway. And James Teague, thank you. So it is not my charger that I have. I was able to get the batteries, but I couldn't swing the charger at the time. So I borrowed a buddy of mine's charger, which is new, and I'm not gonna cut it up to fit my car. So I made, and I can show you here real quick, kind of what I did. I don't have my stuff in here, but so I've got the Innovative Racecraft lugs that go in here. And you can see we're doing really good right now. And what I did was I took bolts and shoved them into, I've got the gray plug that snapped together, and then I interchange them.
Like I said earlier, you're going to get yelled at on this
for
that.
I'm going to get
They're not going to like that.
No, not at all. But it's a $500 charger. I'm not going to cut the ends off his charger. So what I did was I took bolts and I stuck them in there and then clamped it to this. And I taped everything up on each one. And then I put, I think it was cigarette butts in the middle of them to keep them from having any chance. They were taped
some jerry-rig crap if I ever saw it.
They were taped up really good. Like if I rig something up, I try to rig it up foolproof. Mm-hmm. And even then, like the metal was touching. Here, the metal was touching in the plug. Whenever I took it apart, it still was. But if Mike would pick the connection up, the charger would actually start charging. Set it down, it would not. Pick it up, it would. I've never messed with 16 volt before, so I didn't know any better. I had a conversation with Sherm Baker and he explained it to me. But I was told that the charger will go to 0 when they're charged. So I'm hooking the charger up and it's at 0. I check this and it's 16, 16.1, 16.5, whatever. It's a 16-volt system. I think I'm golden. They just don't need charged. Well, I was wrong.
So you were your own demise for second round.
Yeah. Not saying that I would have beat Billy anyway, but I really wanted to make the pass. It didn't matter who was next to me. I wanted to make that pass. A, to see if the adjustments to the suspension we made did anything. B, to get another reading on plugs. Yeah, the batteries were dead. So, car don't run with no juice. But like I said, it's just a lack of knowledge. There's a lot of stuff on this car that I've never messed with. It's way more advanced than I've ever dealt with, so it's a learning process. Now I know how the battery chargers work and how they're supposed to work. You know, I could have caught that. I didn't. I just was told that they're zero when they're charged, so, and it was zero, and that said 16 volts and above. So.
And God bless Joe. Joe had come to the pits earlier, and he was up there when all this was going on, and he probably caught CJ not at his best moment, but CJ did hit pause and say hi and gave him a handshake.
Yeah, it is what it is. I try to be nice to everybody.
You were nice to him. You were just...
I know there was probably a lot of people there that I didn't even see that was standing right there, like I was in a zone. So if that's the case and you feel any kind of way, I'm sorry, and holler at me. Like, I try to talk to everybody.
Yes. Okay.
That's what happened. It's my own fault for not being able to make that pass. So
sometimes things just aren't meant to be.
Yep.
Till next time, though.
Yeah, we won't make that mistake again.
Nope.
Who's charger?
Somebody of ours, Tim.
Huh?
Mirror.
What?
Mirror me, boy.
I already seen it. I took it off the last time.
I'm starting to worry. Two of you are laying on the ground awful close together.
That's gonna pull on the fucking rack. They were talking about drinking Bud Light earlier. Oh my. That's gonna pull on the rack, though. It's on the fucking rack.
High pressure on that.
I pulled on
Dad,
pressure.
I think you should just stop. You already proved you was right.
Huh?
I think you should just
You would
stop.
think.
Proved
You would think after what,
It's hard for me
25
to
fucking
get under.
years
I
you
don't
would
know.
know.
It's thick ass
Yeah.
getting under there and doing it.
25 fucking years.
You're looking at it.
I ain't been wrong once.
Let me count the times. Don't put that in there.
Those don't count. Those do not count.
Tell me about being wrong, bub.
So, got a little project we're doing right here. We had to stop because it started raining. And now we are trying to change the windshield wipers in the rain. So, first test didn't work out, but then he really realized that they have blade protectors on, so he's gotta take them off. Look at Mom's face. She's like, are you serious? Who am I dealing with here?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
So hopefully everything goes good and we can get some testing done this week. I need a lot of testing. I know we had conversation about maybe getting it to a decent track and actually dialing it in like it's supposed to be done. plans are, as long as the weather is good enough, is to try to test somewhere this week, and then probably KD this weekend, as long as the weather supports it. I'm not real sure of changes. I don't want to really make any more changes because we made a couple and I didn't get to try it out. So other than like just I had my lugs are all wore out, so I ordered more of those, and then I ordered the solid state relays. Aside from just fixing stuff, I might try to leave it like it is unless we go to a test session. Then I'm sure a lot of changes will be made, but it should all be for the better. So that's our plans. And if stuff rains out, you know, everything's subject to change. If we get bad weather and it's not somewhere else, maybe we'll be somewhere else. So
That's the plan. I just like to add that I know a few people had mentioned CJ and I going live for Q&A.
yeah,
We are open to it if there's enough interest. So if you're interested in that, just let us know. So we would like to put it on a schedule so we can give people notice.
yeah. I know several people had commented that they are. So if you're one of those people, re-comment. Just keep on her. You got to keep on her. It's the only way to get anything.
Really?
I'm kidding.
You have no idea what goes on in this background.
Yeah. Oh, I do. It's all bad.
The dog
Yeah.
broke my finger today.
You should show that. It's like purple, black, and blue.
Take it off. Easy. No, not
just
like
go-
that. It hurts.
Watch it not be messed up
You
anymore.
are not gentle with other people.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's good Velcro. It's the only time I get to mess with you.
See? That's what we're working with here.
It does look better.
It does look better. It was really dark purple a few
Yeah.
hours ago when CJ got home, but we put this on there. Okay, marry me again.
Nope. I'm kidding.
I think this is the most expensive ring I've ever had.
I think it is.
Don't twist it while you're
What was
putting
it,
it on
like
there.
$15?
I bought it from Finger Hut and I paid for it myself.
This?
No, my ring.
Let's talk about this.
Oh.
You're the one that wanted to get married.
Ah, dang, boy.
Keep talking your shit. There we go.
All right, guys. Well, more to come soon as we keep plugging away.